I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in week 14.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Wentz's pass.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Just past midfield.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. Catch is made by Harry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Are you serious?
From the gun, Hunt. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second down at the 40.
Operating from the gun. Hunt got a man open. That's Harry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Harry. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
To throw on third down. Hunt. That's to his running back, Sony Michel.
First pass. Complete to Sony.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Brings up second and 7.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up third and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the ground, Michel. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. The numbers a week ago for Michel. 19 carries, 75 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Following the penalty, Michel. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Hunt throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Carson Wentz sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. In the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Josh Sweat. A 3-yard pickup.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Hunt. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go with Michel. And the ball is out. Michel lost it. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. And get that to Michelle, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw complete to Herndon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
At the 24-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Wentz now on first down. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return will stop right around the 25. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Hunt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a pick-6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick-6 going the other way.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots. Throwing after the interception. Hunt. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
Off the draw, here's Michel. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Hunt. The fight is tight in here, Asiasi. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for New England. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 40.
To throw is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Wentz's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Wentz.
45-yard line.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Now Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Eagles 10. Patriots.
So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
We'll get this underneath to Michel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down. Hunt got his man there complete to Gallup, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To Michel on the dump off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down and 1.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Patriot 1st down.
On 1st and 10. Hunt. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 5 catches for him in that 1st half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
On the ground is Michel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Anthony Harris on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. from the gun. Hunt. Catch is made by Harry. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
14 yards.
And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Dante Hightower on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's good for an Eagles.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Wentz going to throw. A try for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dante Hightower. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down.
On 1st down, Hunt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Hunt. That's complete right side to Asiasi. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Eagles 10. Patriots.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Wentz.
2nd and 3.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
By Josh Uche. Taken down back at the...
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots.
They'll try to run with Sanders. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
but I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. Shakes off the save. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
A loss of 14.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he doesn't have a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
From the gun, Hunt. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Carson Wentz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz on the give to Sanders. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 4-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Hunt. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Hunt. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Patriots.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw.
They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
Punts pass.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw.
That one complete to Keene, the tight end.
Punts pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, New England.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Hopkins. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Eagles.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New England, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.